Thursday, September 27, 2007, and you're watching The Ointment. I'm Steve Tatham, and did you know that September is Jazz Appreciation Month? So I'd like to play you this. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I hate jazz. Our top story, celebrity lady killer Phil Spector was exonerated, sort of. There was a mistrial when his jury was declared a hung jury when they were deadlocked 10-2. And after all, isn't that the kind of justice that cool celebrity cash is expected to buy? In other news of the world of justice, the Jenna 6 case has been moved to juvenile court. This is the famous civil rights case in which some black youths were jailed for attempted homicide when many thought it should be aggravated assault. And you know why they were moved to juvenile court? Because they're juveniles. The official charges, by the way, in that juvenile court will be living in the South while black. The date is fast approaching when Idaho Senator Larry Craig said he would resign. Of course, he was scandalized after being arrested for propositioning a police officer for sex in a Minneapolis restroom. He said, however, for the time being, he's going to devote all his time to his work in the Senate, unless, of course, he needs to give his time to something else. And this will only occur if, and only if, things really heat up this season on Project Runway. Is that show still on? He is very interested in justice. In fact, he's so interested in justice, he now wants to get a really good look at Phil Spector's hung jury. Although Craig said if he does resign from the Senate, he may relocate to Iran, because as we learned this week, in Iran, there are no homosexuals, and of course, Larry Craig is no homosexual. Turning to international news, over there in Burma, monks have been protesting for more than a week in the streets of Burma against the corrupt government there. And it's being called the Saffron Revolution because, of course, monks wear saffron robes. Larry Craig said he would support the revolution, but he just doesn't look good in saffron. If you're counting at home, 4 Larry Craig jokes. The Democrats debated last night once again, and it's too many times. And finally, news from the world of religion. 6 nuns from Arkansas are being excommunicated by the Catholic Church because they believe that there's a woman who is the reincarnation of the Virgin Mary and that God speaks through her. Okay, fair enough. Crazy. But let's be honest. Let's look at the history of the Catholic Church. Without crazy, they'd be out of business. That's The Ointment for another day. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Steve Tatham. And that's news. Catch you tomorrow, everybody.